America? Are you ready to visit the motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stress the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand or 10,000 Kenyan shillings or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs and on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the 23rd of October. We trucking along very, very well and fast. What happened to my, I realized I didn't have my thing on. Okay, well, I'll find out where it's at. But anyway, hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. This afternoon, we are, we'll talk about Bakari Sellers today. He decided to cry, right? You know, he's crying Democrat males. Outside of that, just a few things. How's the weather out there, you know, in some of these other states? I'm just curious because, boy, we still in the upper 80s here in Houston. I know y'all have actually a real 4 seasons up north. You know, we don't have that. That's one thing I can't stand about down here. I think it's 2 things I can't stand now: hurricanes and not having 4 seasons. That extended summer stuff get on my nerves. Now, some people like that extended summer. I don't. I like summer to be like just a window in time, and then all right, let's get the cooling back down. You know, let's see some fall colors. Let's see all that. God, I can't stand an extended summer. You know, but shout out to y'all that love an extended summer. Real quick. You know, those of you who Kellen told me to remind me about this. That, you know, if you think that you have what it takes to, especially people with a journalism background, have what it takes to be, a possible contributing journalist, here, and we also have opportunities definitely on Emancipation Media more so than anywhere else. Let us know. Let us see what you got, because sometimes we got to see your work. You know, if you are a journalist already and you say, hey, man, I want to come in and get some supplemental income, yeah, well, shoot, come holler at us. But like I said, I like to see your work, because one thing, let me tell you, I'm teaching y'all something. One thing I learned is that as we go along this thing, because I didn't have no blueprint to do any of this, right? I'm learning as I go. I'm learning, right? I'm learning what to do, what not to do. I'm learning when to take a risk, when not to, when to push y'all, when not to push y'all, right? So we steadily trying to focus on some things there for growth. But Emancipation Media, for sure, we'd love to get some contributors over there. Definitely to just bring the news that's going on right here in America. You know, that's what that channel is most so focused on is news right here in America. And now this one is more so, of course, we focus, on everything America. We focus on international, and we definitely got to bring more international flavor in this too. Because that's, for me, I think that's one of the best things about this one is bringing the international in, right, and covering all that. So shout out to everybody who's here tonight. You say in Georgia, you say it feels good. Yeah, man, like I said, I am so sick and tired, y'all. I mean, I got my coffee and all that, but I want to drink my coffee, just to warm up and all that. And I just can't do that right now here. I like drinking my coffee, but man, decaf though, not caffeinated. Tonight, also, on top of Bakari Sellers, we're just going to get into some different conversations, right? We're going to do our thing, All right. Checking the chat, see what y'all got to say. I'm trying to get there, y'all. I'm trying to get there. It takes me a little bit sometime. So we got a new devotional tonight. I covered this guy some years ago. It's a funny story. His name is Pastor or Apostle David E. Taylor. Now, years ago, I did a video on him about a deposition that he was in some years ago. And they was asking him what he was doing all that church money. And oh boy, he was splaining on top of splaining on top of splaining. Well, years later, his people send me an email about the video, right? Oh, the video and XYZ. And it's like sometimes, y'all, I get videos that I've done years ago. People want to be writing me about it. I mean, one time, one young lady wrote me oh, well, I'm not like that no more, and I'm converted to Islam, and I want to do this and that. They talk to me like in a positive way, and I get they case. I'm like, all right, yeah, no problem, man. But you talking to me stupid, and I'm like, nah, forget you. So if somebody write me and I'll tell people all the time, you do better talking to me nice. Don't talk to me crazy. You can get a lot out of me talking nice, right? So there you go. All right. So let's get to David Taylor, and then we'll get to Cries Bakari.
More than what you've been giving. And so if we had 500 people give $10,000, if we have 500 people give $10,000, we can raise $1 million in one day. Lord, I also break a stingy spirit, because I sense that there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight. There's some people that can give $200,000, $300,000. They can give $50,000, $20,000. They had it saved up. But God, that's a stingy spirit on. There's a spirit of fear. So I break that spirit of stinginess. Some of you are just giving maybe a little money, $10 here, $20, when you know you have thousands of dollars. Don't be like that. Come on, tell me what you can give. You have money put away. You have money in accounts that you know you are sitting on. And it's not right that you come into a ministry like this and get the presence of God and the glory of God, and it's hard for God to get your natural things. You should be willing to give when you have finances. You have finances that you have to give, but you're holding it up. You will have it saved. You have it put away somewhere. God wants you to sow that right now. You have large amounts that you have in savings or annuities, or you probably have to go in a CD and break it, but God has given it to you. You need to sow it tonight.
That is Pastor David Taylor. Like, look, y'all think, some of y'all like, oh, he talking about the app. Like, y'all, look, I'm talking about $9.99 for content. And you know, y'all support us for what we doing. He talking about $10,000. Man, I don't think I could ever ask somebody for $10,000. Now, if a person want to give a one-time donation, if they choose to, then we got a donation link for that, right? That goes directly to us, because you do it on YouTube like that, they're going to take what's it, 25, 30% they take of that? But yeah. I say, you know, I'm going to start putting my one-time donation link, because I remember some years ago, just to laugh about him, they had this sister that, man, I never forgot that. It was 2018. It's a sister out of the UK, Nigerian sister. And she really blessed our platform. I said, I already support. I said, okay, well, so she sent me this donation. I said, whoa, hold on. I hit her back. I said, hey, did you make a mistake? Because I don't want to, you know, cash this out. And you say, oh, I made a mistake, right? And it's like, no, that's what it was. I'm like, are you serious? I was shocked. I said, hey, dude, what do I need to do? Do I need to promote your business? You know, do you want to come on the show and anything you want to do? You know, what's going, you know, I got to, it just threw me off. He said, no, I want to bless you. I said, okay, all right. So, you know, yeah, that was interesting. That happened to me years ago. But yeah, David Taylor's funny, you know, and the preachers, he's not the only one. They'll sit up here and, you know, run them people's pockets, and they give it to him too. They give it to him. That $1 million he talking about, he'll get it. He will get it. So I guess shout out to them. He said I'm all churches out, as Timothy say. Timothy said he can't do these churches. Yeah, but some people still doing it. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with class tonight. Definitely get your pens, paper, and then let's go ahead and talk about another Democrat shield. You know, we love talking about Democrat shields, or at least y'all like to hear about Democrat shields, right? Bakari Sellers. Bakari Sellers, you know, he's been on CNN a lot. That's definitely for sure. Bakari Sellers is, you know, part of the boule. He is that little, you know, the elite blacks. On top of that, I hope you early voted, or I hope you did your early voting. Okay, like I told y'all, I voted Monday. I got it over with. Get it done early. The reason why I'm asking y'all to get it done early, because I don't think at least none of the people here should be showing up on election day and doing it. I think you should do it this week if you are registered to vote. You know, the weekend coming up, maybe you can say, you know what, I'll go on Saturday because I'm off or whatever. Yeah, knock it out. Sometimes I think you can go on Sunday too. So either Saturday or Sunday. I mean, I say go early Saturday, knock it out and be over with, right? I always say you can't do all this cooking the Democrats and then you're going to sit up here and not even try to get them out of office. And it can't just be the top. It can't just be the president. It has to be the Senate. It has to be the House too. It has to be all that, because what's the point of, let's say, changing one for another, and then you leave the party that you can't stand in the House and the Senate blocking everything, right? So you got to make sure you vote on the House, the U.S. House and U.S. Senate, you know, to get them on out of there, or definitely decrease their numbers where they can't affect anything, right? So you say you voted Monday in Chicago. Good. You say you're going to vote. Kevin say you're going to vote on Saturday. And you say Van Jones. All right, so let's cue up Bakari Sellers. I want y'all to hear him. Pay attention. Now, I think Bakari is in an airport restaurant, to be honest with you, because it kind of looks like that. But he was doing a live stream, and I want y'all to hear what he was saying. Let's go.
I'm not sure people understand the pain or the suffering that goes along with being a black man in this country. I'm not sure people understand what it means to stay strong in the country. I'm not sure people understand what it means to have your back against the wall. But I'm staying with her because she's still with me. During my darkest moment, I almost lost my daughter. When I had to protect my wife. When I had to fight for a black woman in the hospital. And so now it's my turn. And I really don't care what you all say about there's another black man crying or this or that or the third. Because every day I'm working my hardest to make sure that tomorrow's better than yesterday. And so donate, stand up today, because if we do not change the country we're living in, our daughters, our sons are going to have hell to pay. This is an amazing moment for our country. Let's protect Kamala. Let's be with her like she was there for us. And at the end of the day, we're going to disagree along this road. We're going to disagree about a lot. But let's put all that petty bickering aside. Let's just stop with all the petty BS. Let's stop with all the silos. Let's stop with this organization versus that organization, or this city versus that city. And let's stand up and be the black men that changed this country. We built this country. We built our communities. And now it's time for us to stand up again. So I'm rocking with Kamala. I love all of you all.
All right. So I'll let y'all hear that. Now that's good. You know how we do. We're going to start it over again. And we're going to stop it in certain places and just have this conversation, because it's embarrassing. Now, once again, what black man want to be Bakari Sellers crying on the internet? Crying. He's trying to win the Van Jones Crying Award for the year. He's trying, because maybe he think that's the way he can get $100 million from Jeff Bezos or something. So let's go ahead and start it back up. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Hold on. Wrong one, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Right one. There we go.
I'm not sure people understand the pain or the suffering that goes along with being a black man in this country.
Let me stop right there. Yes, black men are going through a lot of pain and suffering in this country. Black men are the most hated men in America. No other man in America is hated more than the black man. Most people have a hate, barely like relationship with black men. And that's something that we have to always come to grips with. We see other groups of men just living their lives. We see other groups of men doing the same things that we do, whether it's positive or negative. And yet these other groups of men are rewarded more than we are for positivity, and we are punished more than other groups of men are for our negativity, whether it's, just something negative or criminal or whatever. And that's proven by statistics when it comes to definitely when we do something that's criminal or perceived to be criminal. We get more time, we get more fines, we get all of that, right? We lose our life a lot more than others at the hands of the race soldiers. It is hard to be a black man in America. You don't get no respect in your community. You don't get no respect outside your community. Then when you get tired of it and blow up on somebody, you're just an angry black man. Oh, look at them black men being violent. But what black man did you see? I'm talking about a big group of black men storming the Capitol on January the 6th. You did not see a big group of black men. They claim we're violent. And yet you did not see no black men storming the Capitol. They claim we're violent. But is black men shooting up schools where children is at? Are they? Are we doing this, brothers? No, we're not doing that. Are some of us doing some criminality in our local communities? Sure, we are. And I definitely don't support that. And you know me, I'm like, grab they behind, throw them in jail, get them out the community. They ain't worth crap in the community. Black men aren't running massage parlors, but men of other groups are running massage parlors and trafficking their women, human trafficking. Black men, if they halfway do it, they go into jail. Look at Puffy. They accuse him of doing it with people that was participating in with him. Now, did he take advantage of some people? Sure he did, but there was a whole lot of people that was with him. And look where he at. You got people that got massage parlors right here in Houston. Asian men got them, running them, right? And they not getting jailed on no trafficking charges. That's the ultimate human trafficking. You understand what I'm saying? So as a black man, you got to literally sit here and watch all these other groups of men do wrong things, and they don't even get shot 17 times. I get it. Oh, I get it. On top of that, the administration that he loves so much, the Democrats, we're watching while black men are homeless in the street, we're watching them give billions of dollars of taxpayer funds to men of other groups that came in here because they chose to. They wasn't brought here in the bottom of ships. They wasn't on the plantation for 250 years. They didn't go through 100 years of Jim Crow. They not still fighting for their rights today. No, these men left their whole country to come up here on their own to game the system, talking about they want a better life. Black men had to make a better life right here in the United States of America in the midst of the worst terrorism that any human being had to deal with even till this day. Then when black men talk about this, you're gaslit all the time. So yes, Bakari, I understand as a black man. Look at me. Let's talk about me. I'm a black man. You know how frustrating it is that for what I do, if I was a white man, I would be 10 times further ahead and I don't have to be that much talented. I can just be white and show up. You know how frustrating that is? If I was a white person doing exactly what I'm doing now with just everybody is just white that's on my team, let's say everybody was white, I would be 10 times further ahead. You know how frustrating that is as a black man? And that happens to black men and black women too, but we're talking about black men right now. So Bakari, I get it, bro. I get it. It's very, very hard. But unfortunately, we gotta go through it, find ways around it, flip the game, do our thing, pimp the game, do whatever we have to do as black men. And we have been doing that for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we understand as black men, crying is not going to get it. Do we have our breaking points? Yes. But we do that in our bedroom somewhere. We don't show that to the world. We break as humans at times, but we gather ourselves up when we get back out there. Now let's continue, Bakari. Well, hold on. Before I continue, hold on. Papanaya Shelley says, I can't stand these, he said, Negroes, Phil. He said, I'm sorry, but we need to leave them behind. Actually, it makes me mad seeing the weakness far past embarrassed. Okay.
I'm not sure people understand what it means to stay strong in the country. I'm not sure people understand what it means to have your back against the wall. I don't understand with her because she's still with me. During my darkest moment, I almost lost my daughter when I had to protect my wife. When I had to fight for a black woman in the hospital. And so now it's my turn. And I really don't care what you all say about there's another black man crying or this or that or the third.
You care. Oh, yeah, you care. Because you addressed it. I don't care what y'all say, another black man crying, because it looks bad, sir. Do you see a bunch of white men crying on TV? Show me the white version of Van Jones. Where he at? You don't even see a white LGBT man crying on TV. They didn't cry on TV when Trump got elected. They weren't crying on TV when Bush got elected. They didn't cry on TV. We talking about white men when Clinton got elected, or Ronald Reagan, or whatever else. Y'all new age black males with all this crying. See, I don't like that sensitivity stuff, man. I don't like it. I'm the old school. No. Listen, I got my times, and I listen. I'm human too. But when you are a man and you're presenting yourself before the world, even if you're feeling weak, you still got to stand strong. There are moments that you feel depressed as a man, but yet you still got to stand strong. Now, you may have to, escape. Maybe you may have to, take some vacation, therapy, whatever you may have to do, right? That's private to you, but the world don't need to see your weaknesses. They don't. Because if you let your enemy see your weaknesses like that, or something got to you to the point that you're crying, then the enemy is going to pounce on you because they see your weakness. You don't let the enemy know, like a military. The one thing a military will not do is let the enemy know their weaknesses. Matter of fact, the weak points is what they're going to be stronger at because they don't want the enemy to get them to win the war. But yet we have these weak worm of the dust beta males that's running around here, and this is who the Democrat Party prop up. This is why a lot of black men are walking away from that. Who wants to be Bakari Sellers? Who wants to be that? Listen, what y'all seeing is y'all claiming is toxic masculinity and all this other stuff. That's the problem. That party and people that follow that party hate men. And let me refer to what men I'm talking about. Straight-laced alpha men. Men that believe in the traditional family. Men that want to have a wife, some children. Men that want to protect the community. Men that want to bring the community back together, want to bring back the family reunions, right? That's why when we go to different cities that's coming up, I want it to be like a family reunion atmosphere. I'm not trying to do it all high and mighty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be that family reunion atmosphere where the kids could come and enjoy themselves, have some great food, some barbecue or whatever we need to do to get involved with it, where everybody can just have some fun and get together, right? Just like a family reunion, because we don't have that anymore. It hit me like we don't have a family reunion atmosphere anymore. We so busy on these doggone phones that we can't even talk to each other. So when we come to these cities and do our events, we want to make sure to bring that atmosphere. But Bakari up here crying. Listen, of course you need to protect your wife. That's your obligation. Of course you need to protect your daughter. That's your obligation. That's who you've been in charge of. But Kamala? The question I have about that, because Van Jones said the same thing. We got to protect her. Newsflash. Where's her husband, Doug? Why y'all got to protect her but her husband don't? We not on the plantation no more. We ain't got to protect Miss Ann for Massa. It's not what we have to do anymore. Massa can protect his own woman. Now, Cynthia says here, Brother Phillip talks to them, but he say Van, Bakari, and Jason. It said, Mr. Scott, thank you for speaking up and standing strong with our black men. Well, we listen, a lot of us who feel like the way I feel, there's a lot of brothers out there, but a lot of times we aren't seen, we aren't heard, and we're pushed to the back. And what they want is the sassy and the buck broken being up front. And the reason why the folks want the sassy and buck broken being up front is because they always got a steady drumbeat of the demonization of black men. Because they want you to think that all black men are sassy and buck broken. That's what they want you to think. They do not like black men who are headstrong, black men that got a vision, black men that's trying to do the right thing. They don't want us to show you those black men. They want you to think that those kind of black men are unicorns. And what they're promoting, notice, even though they have the LGBT and the sassy and buck broken in the white community, notice they don't really put them in the forefront like that in their community. And it's way more LGBT white men than it is black men. But they don't put them in the forefront of any party. They want to put the alpha male in their community up front to be the image of white men. Y'all have to understand, image is everything. And they understand that. I understand that. Image is everything. This is why they want to promote the Sexy Reds. They'll put millions of dollars behind Sexy Red and her image. And I'm using her because she's popular. They don't want to put millions of dollars behind a woman that have herself together. She's just as talented and she fly and she keep her clothes on and she's respectful and she's extremely talented artist. They don't want to promote that because they want the image of black American women to be ghetto trash. And unfortunately, some of our sisters don't get that message. We have sisters, some of them, hello Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, you major cities. Y'all, some of y'all got professional jobs. Some of y'all are doctors, lawyers, nurses. Some of y'all are got positions in city council. And yet on the weekend, you want to get dressed just like Sexy Red and be just like her. And that's always throw my mind off when I see that. Usually when you got professional brothers, they're not trying to get dressed like the local drug dealer. They're not trying to do that or hang out with him, right? I never understood that concept. But that image they keep promoting and putting the Sexy Reds at the front and putting all the different ones out there, just being some hot ghetto mess that's done by design. So they always want to, so it went from black men are quote unquote thugs, gangbangers, drug dealers. Notice they don't really push that image anymore about black men. I want y'all to notice that. That's not the image. Now they took it from drug dealer, thug, gang member, gangbanger, to now you're sassy and buck broken. That's the image that they want to promote. You understand? Yeah, you're right, Damon. Women like Lauryn Hill from back in the day, they don't want to promote that. But it's not on them to promote it. But you have to understand, they're always waging a propaganda war against our image. Because you got to think about it. If they can keep our image sullied, if they can make people think the men are sassy and buck broken, and the women are just some tattooed up hot ghetto mess with some venereal diseases and 304s and all of that, then people will not pay attention, to the rest of us, right? That's why we have to attack those images and attack that so-called representation and say, hey, Sexy Red, okay, she's an entertainer. She don't represent us, and we're going to keep her in the entertainer's position. That's why we got to go at these celebrities when they step into anything political. Like, oh, you talking to us about voting. No, you're not either. No, because you elevating them to something serious. And that's the one thing. Notice Kamala Harris isn't bringing out the white celebrities. Notice she ain't bringing them out. She wants the white vote, but where's Taylor Swift? Why she ain't brought out Taylor Swift to a bunch of her rallies? She's very popular with white people. Where's she at? Now, I seen Eminem, show up with Obama. I don't know. Nobody cares about what Eminem thinks. He getting paid to be there. That's number one. Number two, Eminem, he's been around a lot of black folks. So that's probably why they brought him out. That's probably the only white person they'll bring out. Understand? But when it comes to Hispanic community, they're not bringing out Jennifer Lopez and anybody else. Talking about, y'all got to get out there and vote for Kamala. They don't even bring out celebrities. So we're doing a good thing right now by going at these celebrities and say, hey, stay in your place. You go sing, you go dance, you go act. We love you doing that. Go do your comedy. We love you. We're going to support you. But stay out of this because you're not serious. And that's the thing. You're just not serious. And when you're not serious, you're just getting a check. It shows, and it needs to be a consequence in your career when you do that. So the next one will be like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't getting involved with that mess. I am good. I don't want nothing to do with it because I'm not messing my bag up, which I don't want none of you entertainers to mess up your bag. Keep doing you. Leave the politics alone. Okay, now see, Cynthia. Okay, Cynthia. Now you going there. Cynthia, look, when it comes to Sexy Red is good for the gym. Sexy Red, I guess you're going to go out. Some of the music, I'm going to say the producers make her sound good. Let's call it what it is. Sexy Red is not the best rapper. No. There's a lot of female rappers that's out, like, for instance, Glorilla. Glorilla be rapping. She do. I like Glorilla, right? You can clearly hear a difference with Glorilla and Sexy Red in the way I'm talking about the music. I'm not talking about now the beats that Sexy Red have. Yeah, it's the producers making those beats. So yeah, it sound good. And hell, you could sound good with them producer beats they got and everything, right? But I don't like the image Sexy Red promotes. It's just the image, and I'm a man telling you that I don't like that. That's like not a good look. It's just not. But teach his own. Eminem, you say he's done some good for things for Flint. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about him staying away from the politics. He can do great things in communities. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying don't let these people sully your name, because really what they're doing is they're trying to attach to their celebrity and hopefully get people to vote. But really, that to me takes away from what they're doing. The last thing I want to do if I'm an entertainer is involve myself in any politics, unless that's what I've been doing. And if anything, if I'm gonna involve myself with something, I'm gonna do something in my community locally. I'm not gonna get involved with these people's politics. But let's continue.
Because every day I'm working my hardest to make sure that tomorrow's better than yesterday. And so donate, stand up today, because if we do not change the country we're living in, our daughters, our sons are gonna have hell to pay. This is an amazing moment for our country. Let's protect Kamala. Let's be with her like she was there for us. And at the end of the day, we're going to disagree along this road. We're going to disagree about a lot. But let's put all that petty bickering aside. Let's just stop with all the petty BS. Let's stop with all the silos. Let's stop with this organization versus that organization, or this city versus that city. And let's stand up and be the black men that changed this country. We built this country. We built our communities. And now it's time for us to stand up again. So I'm rocking with Kamala. I love all of you all.
All right. But she says she been there for us. When has she, maybe I missed out and y'all know better than me. When has she been there for us? Vice President Kamala Harris. When has she been there for the black community? What has she done for the black community? What has she done? Did she let people out of jail? Like what did she do? I'm trying to figure that out. Y'all know what she done for the black community? Because if she done something for the black community, I think I'd have been talking about that by now. I would have. What did she do? This woman was only there for herself. Like right now, she's there for herself. And y'all, I just heard something. I got to look more into it. That Kamala Harris was very vicious and nasty to her Latina campaign director. They said that she had chewed this woman out for 30 minutes straight. That's not the first time I heard she was kind of vicious with her staff. I heard that before. And they said they had the Latina woman crying because she said that she lose the election, it's going to be the Latina woman's fault. No, it's not going to be that woman's fault. It's going to be your fault, ma'am. Because when people work with you, whether they managers, advisors, consultants, they tell you what they think. It's still your choice at the end of the day. For example, Kellen has told me a whole lot of things. Some things I end up doing. Some things, Kellen, all right, nah. Or maybe come back later and say, yeah, Kellen, I see you talking about, yeah, let's go ahead and implement that. It's still my choice at the end of the day. Kellen doesn't force me to do anything. That the lady, cause this the deal. So Kamala Harris did not go to the Al Smith dinner with the Catholic people, right? And she didn't go, and a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of Catholics didn't like that at all, that she didn't go to that dinner. Everybody normally go, but she did not go. She sent a pre-recorded message. Well, let's talk about that. So her campaign director, let me get the lady's name. So I don't want to just say she's a Latina. Let me get her name. Hold on, give me a second. So I can call the lady's name outright. Let me see. Latino campaign. Hold on, just give me a second. If y'all know her name, pull her up. What's her name? What's her name? I'm trying to find. Y'all know that lady's name? What was that lady's name? Just give me a second. I'm gonna find out her name. If y'all know, just tell me. God, I wanted to know that lady's name. I seen her picture, but I can't. Where's that lady? I'm about to find her later. If y'all know, If y'all know, y'all can tell, okay, Julie, oh, thank you. Julie, let me pull her up. Julie Chavez Rodriguez. Let me pull her up. Thank you. Julie Chavez, let me see, Chavez, let me see, there she go. Okay, that's her right there. All right, let me see if I can get this lady's picture so y'all can see this lady. Just give me a second. Hold on. Thank you. Let's see. There we go. Miss Rodriguez right here. All right. So we pull this up. Go back to Google. Maybe it'll be a little better. Oh, come on now. Don't start acting stupid. Internet want to act stupid now. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. Let's try this again. I just want y'all to see this lady, just real quick. All right, there she go. All right, Miss Rodriguez. All right, let's pull up. All right, let me share my screen real quick with y'all, and then y'all can see. All right, that's Miss Rodriguez right there, and everything. So this lady right here was working with Biden, and then now she went over there to work with Kamala. Well, the story goes that she told, and listen to this, I see why the lady told her not to go. She said that, well, I don't think you should go to that Al Smith dinner because you may offend people in the LGBT community and those who support abortion. Now, the lady told her actually something that she pushed. She's constantly pushing abortion. She's constantly pushing LGBT. So if that's your messaging and you're really hardcore about that, then Miss Rodriguez here didn't tell her anything wrong because that's what she's pushing, right? Okay, cool. So now you're getting backlash. You're getting the backlash right now, but because of this, you're getting the backlash, and then now they say is out there saying that, oh well, if I lose the election, it's gonna be your fault. No, Kamala, if you lose the election, it's gonna be your fault, ma'am. It's gonna be your fault. When you first got in, even though nobody liked how you got in. But when you first got in, you was acting like Little Miss Princess. You ain't gonna talk to nobody. You're not gonna talk to the media. You're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna address any issues. You know, you played the Obama I've ascended race thing. You're playing that card, right? And I don't know if y'all saw on the Emancipation Media channel. Make sure I go to my Emancipation Media channel. I did 2 news stories today. The one about the HIV lady I did today too. But I did one on Kamala's aunt, Sarala Gopalan, Dr. Sarala Gopalan, and how she's not even being supportive of her niece's campaign. She's not. She's not waving a fanfare, nothing about that. So y'all can check that out on the Emancipation Media channel. Please subscribe to that channel. We got more and more content coming definitely there. But Kamala's going to blame this lady. No, it's you and the Democrats. You and the Democrats if you lose. The more and more she talk on interviews, the more and more people are like, huh? What did she say? And then now the mainstream media is starting to press her even a little more because I don't know if y'all seen the Hallie Jackson interview. Boy, you thought that she was on Fox News for a minute. I mean, she would let her do all that word salad. Like, no. Let me ask a question. She just kept on hitting her on questions about, I think she asked her, you know, if Trump would get convicted, you the president, would you pardon him? I'm not going to answer no hypotheticals like that. You know, like she was getting mad. She was asking her certain questions. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the NBC interview. You say Kamala Harris thinks to say we're so shallow as to never think critically. You say always about shucking and jiving. You say F out of here, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or the pics of how you you fail your way to the top. Oh, yeah. That's them, ladies and gentlemen. Fail your way all the way up to the top. But you have to understand, like, what qualifications do she really have, right? It's like, did she run any kind of successful businesses? Like, yeah, you was a prosecutor and all that, but you really didn't, think about even how she got the U.S. Senate seat. When she was a prosecutor and everything, she didn't prosecute Mnuchin, which he was with the bank at the time. And he actually was in the Trump administration too, but she was supposed to put him in jail. Didn't put that man in jail. But she ended up getting to run unopposed in the U.S. Senate. How that happens? Most times you have at least one Republican challenger, but you run unopposed. And something else came out today. They were saying that the L.A. Times is not endorsing Kamala Harris. And now think about that. That's pretty big. Now they say they had endorsed Barack Obama. They had endorsed Hillary Clinton. They endorsed Joe Biden. But they would not endorse Kamala Harris. So why the LA Times take that kind of stand? What do the LA Times know about her they just don't want to say anything about? Like, look, so when you're sitting up here blaming Miss Rodriguez and say that if I lose the election, it's your fault, like, that is some messed up stuff to put on that lady. I mean, you had a war chest way bigger than Trump's. You squandered all that money being silly. You did not actually talk to the real people. See, Kamala, if you were smart, if you were, and it's clearly, listen to Obama and all that, it's not going to work. Or Obama's outdated, okay? Obama don't understand this landscape. When Obama was running and all of that, that was the time of the gatekeepers still. This is not the time of the gatekeepers no more. So what Kamala was supposed to do, if you gonna try to sister girl her up, this is what I would have told Kamala. Kamala, look, this is the first thing you got to do. You got to go talk to the black people first. You got to go holler at black people first before you go talk to any other. And I'm not talking about the boule. I'm talking about you need to go sit down and interview with black platforms immediately and sure up your black vote. If you don't sure up the black vote, you don't have no chance to win. You don't win the election without the black vote. That was the first thing I would have done if I was her. And I would have listened to everything. And when I put my policy together, I would put a policy together for, definitely black Americans. I would have used the Freedman language in there to do it so Edward Bloom can't come along. And, since she already believed in lawfare, hey, shoot, if Edward Bloom get in my way, I got something for him, right? There you go. But she should have shored herself up first to the black community, not play stupid stereotypes, not play gender divides, not play the sorority boule thing. No, you should have came to the heart of the black community. Yeah, you say she's Cesar Chavez's granddaughter. Yeah. And okay, you treat that lady like that and make her mad or whatever, she could tank you even worse with the Latinos. And even the Latinos not supporting her like that either. They're not. But anyway, you're supposed to come sure yourself up with the black community first. That's what you were supposed to do, and you didn't do that. Because you thought that was a shoe-in to get black people. You're supposed to go talk to black men, holler at them, see what black men's needs are. Make sure you put some policies together that can address black men and their issues and problems. Then once you shore up your base, then you go out and start trying to get all these others. But you didn't do that. You didn't. The first thing you went out doing and talking about is what? Abortion. Abortion is not going to, there's not enough people in here that's just running talking about getting an abortion. A man is not getting one. So that's that's a messed up strategy. Then after that, you start talking about what? LGBT. The LGBT community is not a large community, believe it or not. They're not in this country. So you should have shored up your base first, and you didn't do that. Now you want to come to black folk with 2 minutes left. You say, Phil, the super chats are used to showcase to others that we really support the channel. Hey, let me tell you something about super chat. I'll take whatever somebody bless me with. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not to. That's not, because if I didn't want you to do it, because you can turn the feature off. Okay? Well, I can easily turn that feature off. You can turn the super thanks off. You can turn off anything as on your channel, right? So no, I appreciate it, because that's a couple of dollars I didn't have. Oh, we didn't have here. I tell you that much. And we need every dime, especially the way this year is going. This year is going crazy. It's really going crazy. Last year we were doing, we were rocking and rolling last year. Now this year this year's been interesting. But I've talked to many other content creators. I've talked to even other business owners, and they said the same thing. We deal with the same issues and problems. But so she went on this strategy about the Roe v. Wade, LGBT. Then she wants to do all this way forward and joy and vibes, and man, people can't buy joy. They can't spend vibes. They can't. LGBT and abortion is not going to help people with their bills. If she really wanted to win the election, she should have ran on kitchen table issues and immediately separate herself from Joe Biden in a way that, hey, that's his policy. My policy would have been this. And say, hey, yeah, I'm the vice president, but I didn't do it. This is what I'll do. She didn't want to do that. You already betrayed him. You might as well go it on and go 2,000% with it, right? Also, having the Democrat Shields just be on attack mode hurt her campaign as well. And I said that. I said there's Democrat Shields that's going to hurt her by crashing out on voters. You don't crash out on voters. You don't cuss out people that could potentially vote for you. You don't do that. That's like you got a store and a person come in your store, not you as the owner of the store, but someone working there just start cussing them out because they don't know if they want to buy something or not. So they're getting cussed out. You should buy that, and all this, like just talking crazy. The person like, you don't talk to me that way. I'm leaving. Now, the owner of the store didn't cuss you out, but the people that support him do. You know how many people have been turned off to Kamala Harris based off these shields? I'm telling you, the shields have really hurt her campaign. Because I haven't heard her come out here and cuss anybody out. I haven't heard her screaming and yelling at people online. I haven't heard her do that. But all her surrogates, Obama too, he's hurting her too. When he went wag his finger at the brothers, he hurt her campaign. He didn't help her. And that's something y'all need to pay attention to. Don't have people around you that's going to hurt you and you didn't even do it. She should have immediately came out when Obama said what he said. He said, oh, hold on. Hey, President Obama, hold on. No. Don't, I support black men. I know black men trying to decide, like clean that up. Don't let that be out there. But she's still letting it. Listen, Obama should have been sent back to Martha's Vineyard after he said that. Straight up, his behind should have been sent back to Martha's Vineyard. And say, hey, President Obama, you done enough. Hey, I gotta clean this mess up. Could you please go back to Martha's Vineyard? I don't need you right now because you hurting me. Because this is the thing about people. When you piss people off, they remember that. And so they keep seeing his face pop up on rallies. They going to keep thinking about, wait a minute, hold on, bruh. You was talking to us like any kind of old way. And they won't forget that junk. And who is going to hurt at the end of the day is going to hurt her. It's going to hurt her. Not him. He's good. Okay, thank you. I am Norma, joining as a member. I don't know what you're joining as a member of, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me get to my other screen here because I can't see my screen here. Okay, cool. Well, shout out to everybody in here. I know it's like 2,500 of y'all in here. I wasn't looking. A lot of times I'm not looking. I'm trying to focus on y'all, trying to focus on getting our work done over here. And there's another story that's not being told. Black women, because they made it about black men, black women aren't supporting her either. Black women are taking a big issue with her. And they keeping that, they trying to, and I think recently MSNBC had talked to some black women and they was taking issues with her. And I'm going to talk about that on the podcast tonight. Actually, when I wrap this up, I'm going to make that podcast. But a lot of black women are taking issues with her. They're not feeling that lady. Because let me tell you something, a lot of black women are getting offended at the cosplaying. You know, the cosplaying is the most offensive thing ever. Man, Kamala, you're going to cosplay. You should have got you some box braids or something, Kamala. And, you know, you got the same hairstyle. You don't change your hairstyle for nothing. That's why I know good and well you ain't no black woman. Because the black woman don't keep the same hairstyle. You ain't changed that hairstyle. So from way back when, it's still the same. I mean, but in your community, y'all wear the same hairstyle. I get it. But black women change their hair all kind of ways. Yeah, they may wear like yours one day. They may wear some box braids. They may wear some, you know, what they call that? What they call them boho, you know, braids. They may wear all kind of hairstyles, right? You know, they may wear it out natural. They may all kind of ways they wear their hair. So what woman you know that never changed her hair? That's a so-called black woman. So the cosplaying is offending a lot of black women, well, whether they openly say it or not. And some black women are saying, hey, why can't a real black woman run for president? Why can't we get a real black woman? A black woman that's a descendant of slaves here. A black woman that come from a freedman lineage. Why can't we have that? We haven't even had a freedman president. Barack Obama is not connected to our lineage. We haven't had one yet. He's the first black president. Now, he's not the first freedman. And if you think about it, the more and more, like when Sister Vicky made that live stream, and Ashley Ateen had talked about how he transcended race, it made sense the way he acted. And on top of that, I told y'all Barack Obama is a white man in the mind. You may see him and hear his voice and the way he walk and all that, but he's a white man in the mind. That's why he didn't want to talk about race. Because what black man who are finally in a position to help black people talking about, oh, I want to deal with all that race and all that. That's how a white man talk. So what we have learned is we don't want representation that don't have lineage with the freedmen. Because you see what happens. If they don't have ties to the soil, they advocate for others, whether it's what group they come from, but they don't advocate for us as black Americans. And we got to look at that. Now, you may say, well, I know this person, you know, they are first or second generation and they advocate, okay, they have to have a proven work. But if you just come out of nowhere, like, who are you? And look at the Democrats. They didn't promote this. They could have had some FBA women that could have been the vice president, right? They had Val Demings. They had Keisha Lance Bottoms, right? Just name two. And they could have picked them too. But I notice a pattern with the Democrats. They don't want freedmen. They don't want FBAs. They want somebody with an immigrant background or somebody that comes from a mixed heritage that does not have them grounded in blackness at all. Because let's say if you're Jamaican. Well, if you are a real black Jamaican, a real one, right, that's grounded in your blackness, and you understand you black and you don't play all that, they don't want that kind of Jamaican. They don't want that kind of African immigrant. They don't want that. They want the ones that say, you know, why everything got to be about race? That's the kind of African or Caribbean they want. They don't want any African or Caribbean or whoever to come here and be about that business. They don't want Julius Malema or people that think like him to come over here and be our representation, because Julius is going to be about the business. Bottom line. For sure, as the producer, thank you for joining. You say you say it's a mystery women? Mystery women? I don't know who that is. But yeah, think about that. They don't want this. They do not want FBAs in any kind of leadership like that. And if you do have an FBA, they got to be sassy, buck broken, or sold out. Well, where's the FBA men who are strong, alpha men to lead? Where's the women who are smart, very feminine, They walk in femininity, right? I told y'all it's a problem to me to see that woman walking around in a pantsuit all the time. That's a problem. You want to be the first woman president, stop wearing pants like a doggone man. Wear a dress. There's beautiful dresses that women have that's very professional. I'm not saying you got to be showing anything, but doggone it. That's all you do is wear a pantsuit, different colors. Put on a dress. My God. That's a problem to me. Don't want to put on a dress. Hillary Clinton, another one, never want to put on a dress. Can't stand that junk. One of the greatest things that I like when my wife wears her dresses and her heels and she have her nails done and all the things she wear, they look very feminine. My wife don't even walk around no pantsuit on when she go do anything professional. Now she has a jacket, but she put that jacket like with jeans and heels, and it still look feminine. How when she put it together, it doesn't look like no doggone man like what I got on my side of the closet. You say she wore a skirt at the black, but she's still wearing them jackets though. Throw away them doggone suit jackets. Yeah, you say she wore a dress, but no, throw that jacket away. Just wear a dress. What's wrong with that? Yeah, right, Eric. Look feminine. Look feminine. Give me a second, y'all. I just got so much on my screen, I need to clear it out. I know I can't be the only one that notices all that, man. Look like a woman. Every time I look up, you wearing the doggone you wearing a suit like a man. Like come on. And Doug don't take no issue with that. He takes no issue. But you know, if you look at Doug, you know, don't have me go there about him, because he don't look like he's too much of an alpha male either. I mean, she look like she running the house. That's why she wear the suit probably. You say the suit, her suits be looking better than yours. Yeah. I don't understand that. What's wrong with a dress? You ain't got. It don't even have to be a dress. It could be all kind of things, right? You could wear. It's very professional that women wear. You know, like women wear skirts with those like I said, professional blouses. You know, all kind of things they wear. Or dress. Just look like a doggone woman. That's it. So I was trying to look like, you know, she'll wear heels with it. I noticed. You'll see her wearing heels with it, but still, you still wearing a dog. I don't know. You say Doug is her beard? Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. It's very, very important. If you have not voted yet, it's early voting. Get out there and vote. Just go ahead and get it over with. Stop playing. Go ahead and take care of it. You can't be cooking the Democrats and then not going to go ahead on and make sure you could make your voice heard. We talking about definitely Democrats at the top of the ticket. Now, you know, like I said, I'm a policy voter. And, you know, I look at all the issues, but the top of the ticket, oh, no. And when I mean by top of the ticket, I mean president, U.S. Senate, U.S. House. That's what I mean by top of the ticket. Because what's the point of only doing president and not focusing on the Senate and the House, okay? Definitely got to make sure those, the Democrats got to decrease their numbers, or it would be nice they can get out, right, at this point. Because, see, the Democrats need to have that shaking, right? Let them know black people ain't playing with y'all. So you want to try this again in 2028, and now you're going to meet our demands, or you need to go sit back down and we just wait to 2032? Which one? You understand? It seems like your immigrant strategy has failed, because I guess you were supposed to flood the zone with them and get them amnesty so they can vote for you, but clearly that plan didn't work out. So now you're still dealing with the ninjas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you check out our podcast tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Phillip Scott podcast. Make sure you subscribe to Emancipation Media, our other news channel. That's why I do my shorter news reports is on Emancipation Media as well. And also, you're into entertainment and things like that, go to the Phillip Scott Show. You can watch that channel. So you can go to our channel page and hit channels, and you just subscribe to everything. Also, our Malume's Exodus channel, too. Yes, I got to get back on my travel channel because I got to do more traveling because I enjoy that. That's medicine for me to travel. But thank y'all. We'll see y'all later.